Okay, we're going to talk about coins. You've been identifying the coins, talking about value, and today we're going to start talking about how to count coins. And there's some important things we need to know. We know that if we're looking at this coin right here, it's called a
penny.
Hello?
Penny.
And the value of that penny is
1.
So when we're counting pennies, we're going to count by
1.
Exactly, we're going to count by ones, and I think you pretty much know that one. If I'm looking at this coin right here, these coins are
Nickels.
and the value of a nickel is
5.
So when we're counting nickels, we're going to count by
5.
Let's practice that. Here we go. Ready?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95 dollars.
When after 95, it is a because we are counting coins. Now, as we were counting by fives, I heard some people that were getting mixed up. Make sure you are practicing that at home. Make sure you practice counting by fives to $1. 90, 95, $1. Thank you. These two coins right here are called
Dime.
and the value of a dime is
10 cents.
Let's practice counting by tens to $1. Here we go.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $1.
Absolutely. Now, in second grade, our teacher tells us that we are going to determine the value of a collection of coins to $1. We are not going over $1. So we are going to determine a collection of coins up to $1. So that's why we're stopping when we get to $1, because that's all you're going to be doing in second grade is counting up to $1. Our last two coins that we're going to have are these two. What are those?
Quarters.
And the value of those quarters are?
25.
How many quarters does it take to make $1?
4
Let's count them. Here we go. Ready?
25, 50, 55, 70.
Oh, let's try again. Ready?
25, 50, 75 dollars.
25, 50.
75 dollars.
Because if I have 50, 25 more cents is 75. Let's try it again. Ready?
25, 50, 75 dollars.
You need to be practicing that at home with your parents. Please make sure you're practicing counting quarters. Make sure you're practicing counting by fives, counting by tens, counting by 25s to $1. That is important, okay? Make sure you're practicing that at home. So here we go. Let's look. Today we're just going to start. I'm going to start out, and I'm going to put up here. I've got a couple of coins. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly put some coins up here, and we're going to see what we have. If I were to take this, and Daddy came home, and he dumped his change on the table, and he said, "Ooh, if you can count this, it's yours." Yeehaw. Would that be greatness?
Yes.
So Daddy dumped this out on the table. And so I want to show you the strategy that you're going to use so that you make sure that you get Daddy's money, okay? Because we want to take Daddy's money. So here we go. The first strategy I need to do is I need to know that I need to put the coins that are the same together. And the other thing I need to remember is I need to always start with the one that has the greatest value. So I know I'm going to start with those quarters, and I look on this change and I see Daddy threw out 2 quarters. So I'm going to put those up there. The next thing I'm going to do, I know that the one that's the next greatest in value are dimes. I am going to look for Daddy's dimes. I say, oh, here's a dime he threw out. Oop, here's another one. Here's another one. Do I see any more?
Yes.
Do I?
No.
No more times. So then the one that's next greatest in value is the
Nickel.
the nickel. How many nickels do you see?
2.
Yes, I see one here, and I see one here, and the least value are our pennies, and I see he threw them. Do you see that I put those in a row and I put them like coins together, put the quarters together, the dimes together, the nickels together, the pennies together, greatest value to least. That's important. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is label that value so that I make sure when I'm counting, I know what I'm counting by. This quarter is the value is 25 cents. Do you see that I am putting it on top of the coin? Writing correct, right on the coin. Then these dimes, I know those values are 10 cents. Each one of these has a value of 10 cents. When I'm counting these, I'm going to count by tens. Then I have nickels. The value of those are
5 cents.
Counting those, I'm counting by fives. Those pennies have a value of
1 cent.
So now, that's my second strategy. First, put them in order. Next thing I do is make sure I know the value of each one of them. Now I'm ready to start counting. You're going to see I'm putting a line in between just so that when I come to one of these lines, I'm going to stop and make sure I'm thinking correctly, thinking about where I'm going to count next. So help me. Let's start counting. Ready? The value of this is
25, 50.
Now I know I'm at 50, and in my brain I'm thinking, okay, now I'm going to start counting by tens from 50. I know I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now I go to
60, 70, 80, 90.
And do you see why I draw that? Stop. Stop when you get there. I draw that line so that I know at 80 I need to stop and rethink. I need to stop and change in my brain. So now I'm going to stop. I know I'm at 80. Now I'm going to start counting by fives. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80,
85, 90.
75, 90. And I'm stopping. So that now I know I'm going to start counting by 1, 90, 91,
92, 93.
So when I counted that, Dad, what did Dad throw out on the table?
93 cents.
So I'm going to write it two ways. I'm going to write it with a cent sign and with a dollar sign. Can the cent sign and dollar sign ever be together?
No, ma'am.
So here we go. I'm going to start with the cent sign. That is simple. I write the 92. That cent sign goes always at the
Bottom. At the end.
I write the 92, and then I write the cent sign, 92 cents. Now, if I'm going to write it with a dollar sign, the dollar sign comes at the front, at the beginning. Start with the dollar sign. Do I have any dollars?
No.
I haven't even gotten to a dollar. I have no dollars. Now I'm going to now I've got to separate my dollars and my cents, so I do that with a
Decimal.
decimal. Yes, mathematicians call that a decimal. And then I go ahead and put the 92. When I read this one, I say what, guys?
92 cents.
When I read this one, I say
92 cents.
Both of these are read the same way. One's written with a cent sign, one's written with a dollar sign. Very, very good. That's how those are the strategies you're going to use when you're counting a collection of coins. Awesome job.